5 ghosts caught in photographs. A pianist preparing for a performance at a notoriously haunted theater in Texas may have inadvertently photographed one of the site's resident ghosts.
Halloween is still more than a month away, right? But a ghost story is already haunting one performing arts venue in Austin.
Musician Chad Lawson was doing a sound check before his performance at the Paramount last night, and he snapped a couple of photos before leaving the stage. In the first photo, you see an empty staircase in the mezzanine. In the second, you see a figure in a dress. Standing there. Do you see her?
Yes.
There you go. Then in the third photo, you see the figure is gone, but there's some distortion next to where it was on the stairs.
The remarkable image was reportedly taken by musician Chad Lawson over the weekend, following a sound check prior to the show. He initially posted the photo on social media to promote that night's event, and apparently didn't notice anything out of the ordinary until later that evening. The following day, Lawson shared the photo again on Facebook and wrote that I wasn't gonna post this because it freaked me out a good bit. He was looking back at his images from the day and was astounded to see someone in the mezzanine. What made the photo particularly intriguing, it was the second image of 3 that were taken in quick succession, and the eerie visitor only appeared in that one shot. Subsequent Google search by Lawson seemingly confirmed his fears, as the Paramount Theater not only boasts a reputation for being haunted, but a local media report from 2014 specifically said that one of the ghosts is a woman in a white dress who was seen roaming the aisles on the mezzanine. A ghost hunting group investigating an infamous haunted site in Scotland snapped an eerie photo that some suspect could be a spirit lurking at the location. The spooky image was reportedly taken when the delightfully named Spectre detectors were on an overnight excursion, a centuries-old series of underground streets known as Mary King's Close in the city of Edinburgh. The location became notorious in the 1600s when the Black Death spread like wildfire through the area and wiped out a massive number of people living there. As far back as 1865, people have reported seeing apparitions, often thought to be victims of the plague. With that in mind, it should come as no surprise that the site has become a favorite destination for ghost hunting groups, hoping to encounter some kind of spirit. A photograph from a ghost hunting group in St. Louis seemingly shows a spirit lingering at the top of a staircase. But not everyone is convinced that it is a genuine apparition. The eerie image was reportedly taken during a tour of the palatial estate, which was once owned by a powerful brewing family known as the Lemps. Beyond being merely an interesting historic site, the Lemp Mansion has long been believed to be haunted. No doubt in large part because 4 members of the family committed suicide inside the home. It is that spooky reputation which drew the St. Louis Paranormal Research Society to the home last week for one of many walking tours of the area that the organization offers to tourists and thrill seekers in search of ghosts. During this particular visit, one of the attendees on the excursion snapped a photo of a staircase inside the mansion, and in the image, a distinct figure can be seen standing on the 2nd floor. According to a Facebook post by the group, the person who took the picture was certain that no one had been standing there at the time. The organization mused that perhaps the oddity was a ghost known as the Lady in White, who has previously been seen in the mansion over the years. As is often the case, The photo captured the imagination of people online, and a number of people chimed in to share their own ghostly experience at the location. An English couple suspects that a photo from their recent vacation to Belfast shows a ghost that may be connected to the Titanic. The eerie image of Cheryl and Luke Arkless was reportedly taken earlier in the summer when the pair ventured to Northern Ireland to visit friends and family. One stop during their trip was to a pub that boasts an impressive array of Titanic memorabilia as its calling card. It was there that the spooky photo of the couple and what appears to be a blurry interloper behind them was taken. According to Cheryl, she was shocked when they got home from the trip and she spotted the strange anomaly in the image. Although her husband initially suggested that the oddity could be a person swiftly walking behind them, Cheryl was skeptical of that explanation, since everything else in the image is clear. In light of the pub's numerous artifacts from the Titanic, including pieces of the wreckage itself, Cheryl believes that the photo features a ghost of someone associated with the infamous ship, perhaps even the captain himself. A teenager in Ohio suspects that his truck may be haunted after he snapped a photo of the vehicle and noticed what appears to be a ghost.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Something just hit my truck. Something just hit my truck. Holy...
This teen says his truck is haunted.
Well, I'm done. I'm done. Something just hit my truck. Something just hit my truck. Something just hit my truck.
Paranormal buff Troy Vance says spirits have always been attracted to him. But when he photographed what looks like the ghost of a drowned boy in the front seat of his truck, it may have been too much.
An aspiring nature photographer, Troy Vance told a British media outlet that the eerie image was initially intended to just be a picture of the sunset, which he found particularly breathtaking. However, when he later looked at the photo, Vance was stunned to see a spooky visage staring out from the inside of the truck. As to who the spirit may be, Vance noted that the truck was parked in front of the lake, where local lore says that a child drowned back in the early 1900s. This has led him to conclude the apparition could have been that unfortunate youngster. Intrigued by the possibility, Vance actually went so far as to perform a ghost hunt inside the vehicle using a spirit box.
What's that perfume smell I'm smelling right now? Her?
Troy says after trying to record sounds of growls and whispers he heard in his truck,
Who's her? Did she not like it when I mess with the truck late at night or what?
someone or something banged on his car.
I'm getting really... Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa! Something just hit my truck. Something just hit my truck. Holy...
Using a device to communicate with the paranormal,
Well, I'm done.
Troy tried to speak with the dead boy he thought he photographed in his car, but instead thinks he got the spirit of a woman.
What's that perfume smell I'm smelling right now?
As for what the ghostly images he shot, we may never know.
Skeptics, of course, will say that the face photographed by Vance is merely a case of pareidolia, and that the supernatural events he experienced during the ghost hunt were simply his imagination.